This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. The broadcasters of your area, in voluntary cooperation with federal, state, and local authorities, have developed this system to keep you informed in the event of an emergency. If this had been an actual emergency, the attention signal you just heard would have been followed by official information, news, or instructions. This station serves the Indianapolis, Indiana operational area. This concludes this test of the emergency broadcast system.
This is CBS.
Coming up on the scene tonight at Hart headquarters downtown, waiting for the results of an Indiana horse race. Hart and Mondale are neck and neck in the battle for the state's convention delegates. Governor Orr fights off the Snyder challenge for his party's nomination. It appears Wayne Townsend is the man he'll face this fall. While for Judge Val Boring, a failed effort to upset the party slate. Also tonight, reaction to the Russian shocker. The Soviets say no to the Summer Olympics. Plus Stan's forecast. All that and more next on The Scene.
Some say Indianapolis is a city on the move. That means some moving problems like more people, more garbage. The solution seems to be a new incinerator at a cost of $80 to $90 million with a lifespan of about 20 years. But what then? And if a new incinerator is the answer, why was the city's first incinerator abandoned? Join me, David Barris, for a look into burning trash or burning money. Friday night at 6 on Wish TV, News 8.
Contact 8, weeknights at 6 on News 8.
Dynasty, tonight at 11:30.
We are the team, gonna have some fun tonight. Gonna do-si-do, toe-to-toe, till we get it right. Good times to share, good friends out there. We are the team, we're Indiana's own.
Working together and having fun together. For this team, they go hand in hand.
We are the team, we're Indiana's own. Sure are.
If I asked you to watch Indiana Zone on News 8, you probably wouldn't be surprised. I mean, after all, I'm the reporter. But the fact of the matter is, I think we bring you closer to the people of Central Indiana, especially for those who want a more interesting, down-to-earth look at our state and our citizens. So if you feel there's something missing from other newscasts, there is. The people.
On the next Barnaby Jones.
Let me go home now.
Yeah, well, now the easy way is if you join the party.
The father is looking for his missing 18-year-old daughter.
Who was that?
Who was that, right? That was a private detective. Barnaby Jones is his name. The girl's father brought him in.
Adamson knows something about your daughter, I'm almost positive.
Today at 3 on Wish TV.
Your hands.
Sure.
Ladies are going to love this. Okay. Here's my perfume.
On the next Hour magazine, get a rare glimpse inside the personal makeup kit of Dallas star Victoria Principal.
This is another eyeliner pencil.
And you'll discover Principal's beauty principles, plus fashion accessories for your face. And meet Miss Teen America on Hour magazine with Gary Collins.
This is for eyebrows or eyelashes.
Today at 4 on Wish TV.
First order of the day, watch Hogan's Heroes tonight at 10:30.
Tonight at 10:30 on Hogan's Heroes, Klink spills a German secret on Hogan.
What if somebody lit a match around that barrel of nitroglycerin?
There is no nitroglycerin.
Nitrogelatin,
No.
TNT,
No.
rocket fuel.
No. It is water.
That's heavy water for nuclear experiments. Destroy Big Bad Wolf's water at all costs. Repeat. Destroy. Over.
That's an order.
Do you ever get the idea that some stations use weather as a kind of break in the newscast? At News 8, that's not our style. We think weather is news. We also think that's how most people want it presented. That's why meteorologist Randy Ollis, Tom Magnuson, and I make Storm Team 8 forecasts as clear and useful as possible. As for taking a break, we're the only station that covers emergency weather 24 hours a day. That's the breaks.
This is the last thing Roger Craycraft saw on the morning of March 2nd, 1984. He was only 34 years old, a husband and father with everything to live for. Why then was he the victim of an incurable disease that no drug could stop? Only one thing could save his life. News 8's Debbie Knox follows his history-making heart transplant before, during, and after in an exclusive half-hour special.
Sunday at 5:30 on Channel 8. If some special interest groups have their way, a lot of rock and rollers won't have much to sing about.
Everybody ready to get down with some dirty rock and roll? Well, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
In a News 8 special report, David Barris looks at rock and roll censorship, past and present. Wednesday night at 6 on News 8.
Could you take this thing off now? I can't breathe.
Hollywood Squares, weeknights at 7:30.
The first round of the sectionals, highlights at 11 o'clock.
We now
Friday on Daybreak.
IU Purdue highlights.
Superior Court, tonight at 12:30.
The purse snatcher suspect is nabbed. That story tonight. A decision on an IPS principal. That story tonight.
You're tuned to Wish TV, Channel 8 in Indianapolis.
You're tuned to Wish TV Indianapolis.
Good evening. It's about a half hour till news time now. And we'll tell you about a long-range plan for education unveiled by the city school superintendent today. The man who once headed the state correction system could be an inmate in that system. Today, a grand jury indicted Gordon Faulkner on charges of theft and ghost employment. The local high school basketball sectionals got underway tonight. We'll have highlights of that and also show you the outcome of tonight's Pacer-Hawks thriller at MSA. Plus, there's word this evening of a basketball spectacular coming to the Hoosier Dome. Those stories and more coming up in a half hour on News 8. See you then.
You can have more fun than you ever did. Showbiz Pizza, where kids can be a kid.
This is CBS.
Tonight on News 8, Debbie and I will have these stories for you. School principal David Garrett has been demoted. Is the penalty fair? We'll hear both sides in the controversy over a record with racially sensitive lyrics.
Also tonight, exclusive pictures of the arrest of a suspect in that wave of sometimes violent purse snatchings on the north side.
Did the president know about the diversion of money from the Iran arms deal? The Senate Intelligence Committee releases its report today.
In sports, another cardiac case for Gene Cady. It has highlights of the Purdue-Ohio State game.
And Stan takes a welcome look ahead to spring. Next on News 8.
Jake's has been pleased to be a part of tonight's presentation of the Shell game, Simon & Simon, and not slanding. Jake's Diet Cola with 15 little calories that make it taste more like a regular cola. They make Jake's taste even better than Diet Coke. Jake's, it's real good. Try it.
You're tuned to Wish TV Indianapolis.
Good evening. It's about a half hour till news time now, and the Indianapolis School Board has made its decision in the case of a principal who played a controversial song over his school's public address system. We'll tell you what happened at tonight's board meeting. Also this evening, News 8 was on the scene today as police arrested a suspect in the rash of sometimes violent purse snatchings on the city's north side. We'll have an exclusive report at 11 o'clock. And police released this composite sketch today of the man wanted for last year's murder of Tricia Meredith in the laundry room of her West Side apartment. Those stories plus Stan's forecast at 11 o'clock.
You'll find house plants, blooming plants, and freshly cut flowers.
Drug trafficking. Manslaughter. The issues are real. Superior Court.
I really like my job here at News 8 as the entertainment scene reporter. Why?
Well, name another job where you get to talk to Tina Turner one day and Rodney Dangerfield on the next. Plus, you get to do-si-do at the square dance convention or travel in a hot air balloon. But I think what I like best is the humor, because laughter is so contagious, and it makes you feel good. See what I mean?
The recent introduction of a testing kit to the consumer market has raised numerous questions and much controversy because the kit, gender choice, can allegedly help determine what sex one's child will be. I'm Debbie Knox. Aside from charges of being a gimmick that may or may not work, I'll look into other effects from gender choice, such as what would happen to the population balance if a predominant number of parents chose one sex over the other. Join me for this Health Scene Report Wednesday night at 11 o'clock on News 8.
Next on Our Magazine.
I did everything to stop my mother from drinking.
An open discussion.
If young kids could stop their parents drinking, there wouldn't be a drinking problem anymore.
Shocking truths as we conclude our week-long series, Growing Up with Alcoholic Parents.
I feel that when I was a child, I had to be my own parent.
Plus, the latest facelift techniques and a song we'll never forget from Dion.
Tomorrow at 4 on Wish TV.
Next on Our Magazine.
I kept pushing him away, and I kept telling him, how could you do this? I know your wife, I know your child.
Gary Collins unlocks a shocking truth. Landlords who demand sex.
How common are assaults like this?
Plus, find out which TV ministry left this couple penniless and why.
What do you think you have lost?
In the neighborhood of 30,000 or more.
On the next Our Magazine.
Today at 3.
Chuck Woolery has a fun job.
I got 3 jobs. I host, I matchmake, and I referee.
It happens every day on Love Connection. Chuck Woolery, America's master matchmaker.
Anything can happen when you put 2 people together.
He's taking off his pants in the middle of the street.
He hosts America's favorite real-life romantic comedy.
I got 3 jobs. I host, I matchmake, and I referee.
There's somebody out there for her. I don't know where, but there's somebody out there.
And he turns singles into couples.
I hope I can say someday I met my husband on Love Connection.
Every day on Love Connection. Weekdays at 5.
Next, a man gets sued for not paying for a Buddha.
You were willing to pay $245 for it?
No, sir.
What do you mean, no, sir?
Then the seller tells why she's suing.
Would he stop payment on the check?
He got enough sufficient funds, so I get it back.
Non-sufficient funds?
But the buyer says he was duped.
So, do you think you're buying a $3,900 item for $245?
Yeah. Tomorrow at 5:30 on Wish TV.
Drug trafficking. Manslaughter. The issues are real. Superior Court.
Value Television. It's the entertaining way to shop at home. Hi, folks. I'm Alex Trebek.
And I'm Meredith McRae. This week on VTV, dress up your wardrobe with some smart fashion buys.
Turn your bathroom into your very own private health spa.
Plus, Bob Hope, Shirley Jones, Sally Struthers.
And Night Court's Richard Moe joining us with great products at great prices.
It's Value Television. Watch it, and you will save.
Weekdays at 9 on Wish TV.
Join St. Margaret's Guild for the benefit of Wishart Memorial Hospital as they present the 1987 Decorators Show House. Tour 2 idea-rich homes showcasing Indiana interior design. The neighboring houses can be seen Sunday, April 26th through Sunday, May 10th from 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. daily. For more information, please call 253-5140 or 253-5110.
Experience all the pageantry, fun, and excitement of the White River Park State Game Finals, July 10th, 11th, and 12th in Indianapolis. Discount coupons for tickets are now available. You won't want to miss Indiana's finest amateurs as they go for the gold in athletics, basketball, bowling, cycling, diving, 5-mile run, gymnastics, racquetball, sailing, soccer, softball, swimming, table tennis, volleyball, and wrestling. For more information, call 1-800-HIGH-FIVE. Watch them win. Get into the game.
Since 1982, there have been 150 reported cases of AIDS in Indiana. 96 people have died. I'm Dr. Woodrow Myers, your Indiana State Health Commissioner. Did you know that AIDS is most commonly transmitted through intimate sexual contact involving the exchange of body fluids such as blood and semen? It may also be spread through the direct exchange of blood, such as occurs when drug users share needles, and in a small percentage of cases, the virus has been transmitted through blood transfusions and blood products. There is no evidence, however, that it has been spread by shaking hands, sitting next to someone, eating in restaurants, coughing, sneezing, or using public swimming pools or restrooms. There is also no evidence of it being spread by mosquitoes or other insects. The best protection against the infection right now, barring abstinence, is the use of a condom. For more information, please call area code 317-633-0851. Since 1982, there have been 150 reported cases of AIDS in Indiana. 96 people have died. I'm Dr. Woodrow Myers, your Indiana State Health Commissioner. Certain sexual practices are associated with greater risks for sexually transmitted diseases such as AIDS. The best protection against the infection right now, barring abstinence, is the use of a condom. For more information, please call 317-633-0851.
Zoos light up my life. Only Zoo. Hot diggity, dog diggity, boom, what does Zoo to me? It had to be Zoos. Guess I'm working my way back to Zoos, babe.
Zoos are my special angel.
Nobody but Zoos. Zoos, Sunday.
Light up your life. Visit your Indianapolis Zoo.
Tonight on News 8, Debbie and I will have these stories for you. Purdue turns the tables on IU. Boilers have evened the score and tightened the race. Ed Harding talks with a jubilant Gene Katie.
A jury in Muncie has returned its verdict in the case of Rowena Patterson, charged with a crime almost a quarter century ago.
The Tower Commission tells an astonishing story, a secret computer link between Poindexter and North, a rogue operation out of control.
And you're looking at a classroom for parents learning how to help their kids with their homework.
And Stan says February is going to end with a washout. Next on News 8.
This is CBS.
Tonight on News 8, Debbie and I will have these stories for you. School Superintendent Adams unveils a plan to take city schools into the 1990s. We'll have a report.
Gordon Faulkner's troubles keep piling up. Today, a grand jury indicts the former corrections chief on charges of theft and ghost employment.
That, of course, is President Reagan, who today welcomed the Gorbachev arms control offer, and he picked a new CIA chief. We'll have more on that story as well.
Busy night in sports. High school sectional scores, the Pacer thriller at MSA, and word of a basketball spectacular coming to the Hoosier Dome.
And Stan says warmer weather coming our way. Next on News 8.
Beauty and the Beast will be continued.
Good evening. Here are some of the stories we're working on tonight at News 8. It appears to be an obvious case of police brutality in Torrance, California, and it's outraged people in that community. We'll have the latest on that story tonight. Plus, we'll tell you about an announcement being made at this hour by officials from 2 savings and loans here in Indianapolis. Could a takeover be brewing? And one-time presidential candidate Bruce Babbitt is in town for Senate candidate Jax Wicks. We'll show you Bruce Babbitt at the bowling alley tonight.
This is CBS. Help bring the animals home to Indiana. Give to the new zoo.
Wish TV, Channel 8 in Indianapolis.
Highlights from Larry's game. Details tonight at 11.
The drought continues. They pray for rain tonight at 11. Is there any chance for rain this week? I'll tell you at 11.
Sidney Poitier.
Will some rain finally arrive here next week? Let's check that out at 11.
Tonight at 11, highlights from the Skins game at the Mayflower. Is the search for bombs over in Salem? The story at 11 o'clock.
Next time on The Judge.
That house has been in the Barton family for years. I know that Dale was a very important part of my brother's life, but he's not family. The house isn't his.
Steve meant for me to stay there. That's what he wanted, for us to grow old together in that house. And please God, if I get to grow old, I want it to be in the home that we built together.
I will not help the man who killed my brother. He gave him AIDS.
I did not give him the AIDS, Robin. You know it was the transfusion.
I don't believe you.
And I don't believe you.
Today at 4:30 on Wish TV.
Suddenly you're in silk and satin, off to see the wheel in Manhattan.
You can join Pat and Vanna when Wheel travels to Radio City on Eastern Airlines. You'll stay at the New York Hilton and Towers. Watch Wheel September 5th for details.
Do the Big Apple with a friend.
We've got your ticket on Eastern, Wheel's preferred airline. Runner-ups win Wheel's new TV play-along game.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7 on Wish TV.
You know, we have all these naturalistic exhibits set up throughout the zoo. This area that we're in right now, the Animal Encounters area, is all about domestic animals, even exotic domestic animals, such as this one right here, which you don't normally see around on the farm and things like that here in Indiana. But we have yak, we have reindeer here, and all those unusual things that are really domestics. But this is kind of the semblance of their natural habitat. A corral or a pen, basically, is where you would find these animals throughout the world.
Indiana highway workers aren't just hard hats. They're people, just like you and me. People you see every day. But they spend their days making your roads safer, your drives smoother, and they do it all while working inches from traffic. The best way to thank them is to slow down. Help highway workers and help yourself. Give them a break. This message brought to you by the Indiana Department of Highways and the Federal Highway Administration.
Hey, you give me a beer. You give me a beer. Can we go a little faster, man? Come on. Are you watching where you going? I don't even know what side of the road we're on, man. It's road. It's words between the lines. Look out!
You may not be into bowling, but you can still get into the games. The White River Park State Games, Indiana's statewide amateur sports festival. The state games offer 16 sports and divisions for all skill levels. Last year, more than 18,000 Hoosiers got into the games. Athlete information and entry forms are now available all over Indiana. For more information, call 1-800-HIGH-FIVES. Tell them Mike Albee told you to call.
The Love Connection, weekdays at 4 on Wish TV.
Let's check that forecast for the first weekend in autumn tonight at 11.
Controversial Reverend Wayne Harris about to go on trial. The story tonight.
We'll have the first day of summer forecast at 11.
Wednesday, April 27th, in a special report, News 8's Debbie Knox reveals startling truths, evidence of mismanagement at the Central Indiana Regional Blood Center. The next day, an investigation by the State Board of Health and the FDA is announced. Since the first report aired, numerous blood center employees have come forward. New facts have been disclosed. And as the story continues to unfold, News 8 and Debbie Knox will be there because it's important to you.
News 8 is next. We'll have these and other stories for you just ahead. In South Bend, firefighters are battling a stubborn woods fire that has the potential to cause some very serious problems.
In France, the first-time flight with passengers of a new jetliner ends in tragedy at an air show.
Could there be anything good about this drought? Well, when it comes to the annual visit by mosquitoes, the answer is definitely yes.
In sports, Dick Ray has highlights, and we mean highlights of Larry's game.
And Tom Magnuson says don't look for any rain, at least not very soon. Join us next. And here's a look at what's just ahead tonight on News 8. In Rocky Ripple this evening, it was an odd combination. A picture, a 7-year-old boy, and a shotgun blast. The end result, 6 people sent to the hospital.
Opening ceremonies for the Summer National Championships of Blind Athletes got underway tonight at IUPUI. Our Rick Dawson will have a closer look at the competition.
Well, we know that man likes dolphins, but do dolphins like man? Well, stay tuned for that one.
And in golf, Curtis Strange gets out of a real jam today at the U.S. Open, but there's still the 18-hole playoff tomorrow before it's over.
And Randy Alice says there is no end to our hot and dry weather, at least not just yet. Join us.
From Wish TV News 8, this is Newsbreak.
Good evening. It's about a half hour till news time now, when we'll have the latest from News 8's Eric Halverson in Salem, Indiana, where 13 bombs were found planted about the town today, but so far no sign of the person who put them there. Also tonight, should the United States pay restitution to the families of those who were killed in Sunday's airline tragedy in the Persian Gulf? That was our televote question tonight. We'll have results at 11 o'clock. Plus, Indiana's health commissioner has some strong criticism today of the Central Indiana Regional Blood Center and the first report on his investigation. Those stories and more in a half hour on News 8.
Whether you like a thick, juicy steak or plump grade A chicken, you'll find it at Marsh. You value family cookouts, and we value you.
From Wish TV News 8, this is Newsbreak.
Good evening. In just about a half hour on News 8, a freak shooting accident in Rocky Ripple involving a 7-year-old boy sends 5 children and 1 adult to the hospital. We'll have details. And we'll also tell you about a challenging competition for some of the nation's best blind athletes, a competition taking place at the IUPUI Track and Field Stadium. In sports, Dick Ray sets the stage for 2 major sporting events that could have been over today. And Randy Ollis says what else in the weather department? Hot and dry. Join us.
Whether you like a thick, juicy steak or plump grade A chicken, you'll find it at Marsh. You value family cookouts, and we value you.
Nothing's worse than being lost in your own marriage. Every turn brings a new crisis.
Our children and our grandchildren.
Every day you feel more and more helpless. You're trapped, held back. Is it a lover? Money? Alcohol? Sexual problems? Boredom? Or physical abuse? Divorce court. Sometimes it's the only way out.
Weekdays at 4 on Wish TV.
I see a couple of days of sunshine headed our way. I'll give you details at 11.
Police investigate 3 bodies found in a car parked downtown at 11. A case of Mother's Day food poisoning tonight, 11 o'clock.
This is CBS.
Tonight on News 8 at 11 o'clock, Debbie and I will have these stories for you. A shocking discovery in a car parked in downtown Indianapolis today. 3 bodies, victims of what appears to be a family murder in Illinois. We'll have a report.
Also tonight, this is supposed to be a street in a new Northwest Side subdivision. We'll take a look at what our endless spring rains have done to rivers and streams across the area.
In sports, Michael Jordan and the Bulls advance in the NBA playoffs. Fred Khalil has highlights for us.
And we'll tell you how a Purdue professor named Kermit is linked to the late Jim Henson.
Those stories and more coming next on News 8 at 11 o'clock.
From Wish TV News 8, this is Newsbreak.
Good evening. About a half hour till news time right now, and we'll have the latest on the investigation into 3 bodies found in a car parked in downtown Indianapolis, possibly victims of a murder case in Illinois. Also tonight, what appears to be a widespread case of food poisoning involving people who ate Mother's Day dinners at the Southside Club. We'll have the latest on flood conditions around the area, and Stan tells us when and if the rainfall will end. Those stories and more coming up at 11 o'clock.
Love chicken? Rex gives you freedom of choice. Rex Chicken Bacon Club, Chicken Mushroom Melt, or Santa Fe Chicken.
Nobody stacks up to Rex.
Also tonight, Dan Quayle in Louisville. A report coming up at 11. Californians ride the shockwaves of a major earthquake. I'm Mike Ahern. We'll have more cleanup efforts there. Plus, a look at some dangerous intersections here you might want to steer clear of. Here's our first check on a very cold forecast for Cliff.
Michael, unseasonably cool. Low temperature near freezing this evening. Tomorrow back to 60 degrees.
Join us tonight for News 8 right after Northern Exposure.
Tonight at 11, only on Indiana's own 24-hour News 8.
This is CBS.
From Wish TV, Channel 8, this is Indiana's own 24-hour news service.
Hello, I'm Cliff Nicholson with a look at a chilly forecast this evening. During the past 16 hours, the clouds have been moving out of Indiana, and that's going to allow cooler temperatures tonight. Current temperature 44 degrees in Indianapolis under a cloudy sky. The National Weather Service has issued a frost advisory. 33 the forecast low this evening, bouncing back up to 60 tomorrow. This is your 24-hour news and weather service.
From Wish TV, Channel 8, this is Indiana's own 24-hour news service.
Good evening, I'm Mike Ahern. 44 degrees at 10 o'clock. Cliff says we are under a frost advisory tonight with a possibility of freezing temperatures. The Indiana Pacers basketball season has just ended. The Boston Celtics beat the Pacers 102-98 at Market Square Arena, thus sweeping their playoff series in 3 straight games. Your 24-hour news service continues with News 8 at 11 o'clock.
"24-hour News 8 is next on Wish TV.
Good evening, I'm Mike Ahern. They are the most dangerous places to drive in Indianapolis, and chances are if you're a motorist, you travel on at least one of them. Like 38th Street, especially this intersection with Fall Creek. Coming up on News 8 at 11 o'clock, a special report on where the high accident areas are. Also at 11, Mark Patrick has reaction from MSA as the Pacer season ends. Cliff Nicholson talks about our frost advisory and results of our televote poll on Eric Dickerson. And a half hour on News 8 at 11.
This is CBS.
Tonight on News 8 at 11 o'clock, police are still trying to sort out what happened on the city's near west side tonight. This much we do know, it ended up with a car plowing into a house.
What happened to the Pacers is easier to figure. Mark Patrick shows us how the Pacers season ended tonight at MSA.
Plus, Cliff has the latest on our frost advisory. All next as your 24-hour news service continues. Californians ride the shockwaves of a major earthquake. I'm Mike Ahern. We'll have more on cleanup efforts there. Plus, a look at some dangerous intersections here you might want to steer clear of. Here's our first check on a very cold forecast for Cliff.
Michael, unseasonably cool. Low temperature near freezing this evening. Tomorrow back to 60 degrees.
Join us tonight for News 8 right after Northern Exposure.
Tonight at 11, only on Indiana's own 24-hour News 8. "24-hour News 8 awarded Associated Press Best Newscast. Indy's dangerous intersections tonight on 24-hour News 8.
Hi, I'm Joe Murphy, a winner in the Indianapolis Jeopardy contestant search. Watch for me this week on Jeopardy.
Deadly avalanches rumble down western mountain ranges tonight at 11.
Parts.
24-hour news and the most newscasts. Wish TV Channel 8. Indiana's own 24-hour news service.
Good evening, I'm Tina Cosby, and dying winds have helped firefighters north of Boulder, Colorado contain a 7,000-acre blade. The fire started yesterday. An arson suspect is under arrest. In western Washington state, severe flooding continues to plague officials. 1 person has died. 17 counties have been declared disaster areas. Currently it's 61 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. This is your 24-hour news service.
Presenting some of the better communication.
Find out who's in and who's out of the 500 field on Sports Locker.
After last night's storms, hear from families at 11 who say they're lucky to be alive. Find out what Reggie Miller has to say about today's big game tonight on Sports Locker.
I'm Steve Bray, back with another update. We have now had the tornado warning posted for Madison County. We were telling you just a moment ago about the tornado warning that is in effect for Hamilton County. In Madison County, they're now issuing a tornado warning. Also in
New book about Mexico called Bordering on Chaos.
From your local weather station, this is a Wish TV Weather Alert.
Good evening, I'm meteorologist Steve Bray. Right now we have the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Boone County. The storms have been moving to the east out of Montgomery and Tippecanoe counties, and radar has been indicating the possibility of tornadoes in those vicinities, and it is now indicating that there may be a tornado north of Lebanon area. There have been some reports of funnel clouds with these storms as they've been moving to the east, and the National Weather Service is saying that just northwest of Lebanon, about 15 miles northwest of Lebanon, there may be a tornado indicated on the radar moving to the east right now at about 15 miles per hour. So if you live throughout northern Boone County. You want to take cover immediately because there may indeed be some tornadic activity in your area. Now, I have no reports of anything being on the ground at this time. No reports of tornadoes from public officials in the area that there is anything on the ground right now. But the storms that have been indicated on Doppler radar that they may have a tornado in them are cruising to the east right now at 15 miles per hour. There's also a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Boone County, and that goes till 7:30. The tornado warning now kind of replaces that, and it goes until 7:45. Warnings have just expired for southern Tippecanoe and also into Montgomery County, but you can see across Montgomery County strong storms still exist. So be on the alert in those areas. Now, we've also seen some isolated thunderstorms blowing up east of this whole system around Carmel and up to around Noblesville. Some strong storms right now. So we're going to watch those to see if anything develops. No warnings or no warnings in effect for that. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for almost all of central Indiana. Again, we are watching these storms right here. They have been showing some indications of some turbulence. That's indicated on a Doppler radar with some pink areas, and those could actually be some strong winds, and they could be some tornadic winds. So we'll watch this situation for you, and we will come back on the air when we know something new. Again, we have a news crew from Channel 8 that is going up into this area to find out exactly what's going on the ground, because we have very little information at this time. We will be back with an update when the situation warrants.
From your local weather station, this has been a Wish TV Weather Alert.
Republicans were thrown out of work, and they took to the streets as the country entered its worst political crisis and economic depression in over half a century.
Corruption is a major ingredient of the economic and political collapse that Mexico has suffered over the past 2 years.
There has never been an independent investigation of corruption in the history of the regime.
Until this moment.
Until this moment.
And that changed because, for the first time in Mexican history, a member of the first family was charged with a crime. In September of '94, a major Mexican political figure was gunned down. Back there. Murdered. And
Station. This is a Wish TV Weather Alert.
Good evening. I'm meteorologist Steve Bray. A dangerous situation has just been brought to our attention. National Weather Service has prompted a tornado warning now for Hamilton County because of a tornado on the ground. Now, earlier we were telling you about tornadoes that were indicated on radar. This is a tornado that has been sighted by a sheriff's officer on the ground just south of Sheraton in Hamilton County. It's about 10 miles northwest of Noblesville. The storm was moving to the east at around 15 miles an hour. This is the entire area of storm activity, but the tornado was sighted right about here, just northwest of Noblesville, moving to the east right now at about 15 miles per hour. Again, this is a dangerous situation. If you live in that vicinity, please take shelter. Some of the areas, some of the towns that are in the path of this storm are Baker's Corner and also Clarksville. Go seek shelter in the lower levels of your home. Get out of mobile homes. Go to a permanent structure if you can. If not, lay in a flat area, in a ditch, something like that. If you have a home, go to the basement or the lowest level, the first floor. If you don't have the basement, and go to the center of the house in a bathroom or a hallway that's away from the exterior windows or walls. That is the safest place you can be. We have a tornado warning in effect for all of Hamilton County. That goes until 8:30 this evening. For the next half hour or so, that tornado warning is in effect. Again, the tornado was sighted on the ground by a sheriff's official just northwest of Noblesville. It is moving to the east right now at around 15 miles an hour. The towns in the path of this storm, Baker's Corner and also Clarksville. Now, we will keep you posted on the storm system. Strong thunderstorms are all over Hamilton County. They will soon be moving into Madison County, so we will probably find some warnings issued for those counties as we go through the next couple of hours. We, of course, will be back on the air to let you know about that situation. We now rejoin our regular programming.
From your local weather station, this has been a Wish TV Weather Alert.
CBS This Morning.
Monday, Miller's got a...
The Pacers, the Dream Team, and now the Sports 18. Wish TV's Reggie Miller reporting before every home game and on Sports Locker. He travels the world covering every aspect of racing. A former driver himself, now he's on 24-hour News 8. Get the inside track with Wish TV's Derek Daly. And as the O.J. Simpson trial heats up, network analyst and trial lawyer Greg Garrison is on Wish TV to help you sort out the facts. The best insight and the best news you'll get all day. Only on 24-Hour News 8.
A Jewish leader visiting Indianapolis has harsh words for some Christians tonight at 11.
One crime just adds to the pain of another. Details at 11.
A Tyson juror and Greg Garrison talk about the O.J. jury tonight at 11.
From today's Wish TV, here's the latest from 24-Hour News 8.
Good evening, I'm Sandra Chapman. We have partly cloudy skies and a cool 59 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. A pleasure boat with singer Gloria Estefan and her husband aboard collided with another watercraft today, killing at least one person. The accident happened off the coast of Miami Beach. Miami TV stations say the Estefans were not hurt in the accident, and Nevio Estefan was reportedly piloting their boat.
I'm Anne-Marie Tiernan. You've seen the movie. Now meet the woman who's keeping Calamity Jane legends alive. Plus, Reggie Miller live in our studio. All next on News 8.
May in Indianapolis is something you can't experience anywhere else in the world. This isn't a race. This is an event. It's color, excitement, it's speed. I spend every minute of every day at the racetrack, in the garages, with the teams, with the drivers. He gets things out of the drivers that nobody else does. Insider stuff about their good days, and very often about their bad days, too. You'll feel what's going on at the racetrack. Derek's been there. He's done that.
Maybe you like it loud. Maybe you think the thumping is obnoxious. A local politician wants police to make people back off the bass. Wish TV's Debbie Knox looks at the issue. Is it your right to turn up the tunes, or should you reduce the racket? You'll want to hear this. Monday at 5 on 24-Hour News 8. Tonight,
Indiana police search for a suspect who killed a woman with a bow and arrow. Plus, gas prices are heading up. Find out what's behind the rise. And a rafting accident leaves rescuers searching for 20 passengers.
It's new at 11 on News 8.
Unsafe sex and a single student. Next People's Court.
Grab your bike or inline skates and get ready to roll.
It's one of Indiana's fastest growing cycling events.
The Anthem 400 Festival Wheel to Wheel, Sunday, July 26th. To register, call the 400 Festival office.
Pedal power at the Brickyard.
From Wish TV, your 24-hour news station, here's the latest from News 8.
Good evening, it's 10 o'clock. I'm Tina Cosby, and an Indiana woman is happy that the American Airlines pilot stick-out is winding down. Tammy Sturm of Maryville searched 31 years to find her long-lost sister, only to have their reunion postponed twice because of canceled flights. They finally met today in Chicago, and American gave the family champagne in apology. Your 24-hour news service continues in 1 hour with News 8 at 11 o'clock.
Wish TV News 8 wants to know what's on your mind.
With Interactive 8, don't just watch the news, be a part of it.
Let us know how you feel about the stories making headlines. Then watch Interactive 8 with Mike Ahern, starting Monday at 6 on Wish TV's News 8.
Good evening. On this Valentine's Day, we have an endearing and enduring love story you won't soon forget. Plus, a piece of history is now history. News 8 is next.
It seems change is the only constant in today's world.
Keeping up isn't always easy. Your life is moving faster than ever before.
And Wish TV's News 8 is moving right along with you. They are first with the best.
Wish TV's News 8. It's news at the speed of life. From Wish TV, your 24-hour news station, here's the latest from News 8.
Good evening, I'm Glenn Augustine. Fire has destroyed at least one business tonight in downtown Frankfort, Indiana. The fire broke out between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. At one point, flames could be seen from 11 miles away. We have a crew on the scene. We'll have the latest on that story, plus more details about a tragic accident in Morgan County that killed a woman and 2 of her 3 children. Coming up on News 8 at 11. It's 42 degrees at 9:59 on your 24-hour news station.
Coming up next on Wish TV's News 8.
A strange end to a 24-hour manhunt on the Indianapolis Northeast side today. I'm Tony Perkins. I'll have a live report coming up on News 8.
Some of the best food around is on hand today as the city celebrates a taste of Indianapolis. We will take you there.
Diane Keller says a warm-up may be in store, and Kimberly Harms is live with the Colts in Columbus, Ohio. News 8 at 6 is next.
strawberry too.
Keeping you informed is what we do best, 24 hours a day. Whether it's covering a story unfolding right now or exposing wrongdoing after months of investigation. Thanks for once again making Wish TV's News 8 the #1 local newscast.
Fashion models involved in a beautiful baby controversy. The story tonight.
Colts against the Bengals. We'll hear from Peyton Manning tonight on Sports Locker.
Dave's depend on it.
A car crash in Morgan County kills 3 members of a family. Details at 11.
Females on the field with more injuries more often. Easy ways for women to reduce that risk. Plus, what is it about Irish coffee that could save your life? That's Monday.
For a forecast that protects you from the worst and helps you plan for the best, turn to the ones you can trust, the Wish TV forecasters. Nobody gets you closer.
A bizarre accident kills an amusement park worker. Find out where at 11.
Hear from the winner of the Daytona 500 tonight on The Locker.
What causes bulimia? The results of a new study tonight at 11.
Wintry Mix continues across central Indiana. The latest tonight at 11. The senior legends at the Brickyard meet the champion tonight. The 4 horses, Meadows, Dilger, Bennett, and Bells are all on Sports Soccer tonight.
Local veterans mark the 50th anniversary of the Korean War. The story tonight.
NASCAR hits the road. Find out which car drove to victory tonight on Locker.
Your work week could get off to a soggy start. The forecast at 11.
Mark Boyle reviews the Pacer season tonight on Sports Locker.
Another round of storms are headed for Indiana. The latest on the forecast at 11.
Hey.
We'll take you live to a horse show at Traders Point on Daybreak Sunday.
Hoosiers react to the latest Florida court rulings and election update at 11.
The most powerful zoom lens in town and Nightscope 8.
Experience news as it happens.
Wish TV's Live Chopper 8. Nothing gets you closer.
Hoosiers react to the Florida Supreme Court ruling in the presidential election tonight.
Your defending AFC East champion Indianapolis Colts are back on Wish TV. And Will Hampton and the Sports 8 team are ready to bring you the best Colts coverage around. With exclusive weekly analysis from Wish TV's 4 horses, Bennett, Belzer, Dilger, and Meadows. This season, the Colts are on a mission. Don't miss a snap all season long on your home of the Colts, Wish TV. Wish TV's 24-hour News 8 is the clearest connection possible between you and the news you need. From the center of the city to neighborhoods all around, we're there covering the reality of today. Wish TV's 24-hour News 8. Keeping you informed is what we do best, 24 hours a day. Whether it's covering a story unfolding right now or exposing wrongdoing after months of investigation. Thanks for once again making Wish TV's News 8 the #1 local newscast.
Good evening. Storms last night in Kokomo may have led to the death of an elderly woman, and Tipper Gore stumps for her husband in Indianapolis. Those stories and more next on News 8.
From Wish TV, your 24-hour news station, here's the latest from News 8.
Good evening. It's 8:45. I'm Tina Cosby. And international travelers are being warned tonight, about some major disruptions over the next few days. Civil aviation officials say French air traffic controllers are planning a one-day strike. Passengers are being told to avoid flying if at all possible if their flights in any way connect to airports in France. Taking a quick look at Tower Cam now. Heavy storms expected tomorrow evening. Right now, though, we have 80 degrees. This is your 24-hour news station.
Wrestling with Fate, an I-Team investigation tonight at 11.
How watching Survivor could win you big prizes at 11.
News 8, closer to the action.
Can I say hello to all the people from Pittsburgh?
Closer to the drama.
Hancock County Sheriff's Department's in pursuit of her van.
And Central Indiana knows it. That's why you made Wish TV your #1 choice for news in July. News 8, nobody gets you closer. From Wish TV, your 24-hour news station, here's the latest from News 8.
Good evening, I'm Glenn Augustine. A Kokomo woman may have been electrocuted after heavy rains fell there last night. Relatives found 84-year-old Mary Spraker dead this afternoon. Police believe Spraker was electrocuted when she walked into her flooded basement. A daughter who found Spraker also went into the water and received a shock but did not need medical attention. An autopsy is scheduled to confirm Spraker's cause of death. It's 78 degrees at 9:55 on your 24-hour news.
From Wish TV, your 24-hour news station, here's the latest from News 8.
Good evening, I'm Mike Ahern. 22 degrees at 10 o'clock. It didn't take George W. Bush long. His lawyers moments ago asked the United States Supreme Court to block a recount of ballots ordered just hours ago by Florida Supreme Court. Under that order, thousands of disputed ballots would be counted by hand, the so-called undervotes, and the state Supreme Court said that recount should be held in every Florida county where those ballots had not been tabulated. We'll have more at 11 o'clock.
Wish TV's 24-hour News 8 is the clearest connection possible between you and the news you need. From the center of the city to neighborhoods all around, we're there covering the reality of today. Wish TV's 24-hour News 8.
Come rain or shine, the Wish TV forecasters are working for you 24 hours a day. So you'll know if your day requires one of these or a pair of these. The Wish TV forecasters, when weather's at its worst, we're at our best. Go.
Wish TV's Daybreak. It's worth waking up for.
Pick up Forecast 8 Severe Weather Guide, available today at these locations. Thursday, Wish TV's Forecast 8, your 24-hour weather authority.
This is Wish TV, your home of the Colts.
Watch the Colts in the Super Bowl, only on Wish TV.
Colder changes. Don't miss the 5-day forecast. How far will you go when it comes to supporting the boys in blue? Tonight, we're showing you some unbelievable things Hoosiers are doing.
From Forecast 8, tracking snow chances in Arctic air, it'll be the numbers that surprise you.
A two-time Indianapolis 500 winner is facing DUI charges. We have details tonight. Plus, the Colts go cyber at 10. We've got the scoop on what's now available over the World Wide Web. Tonight at 10 on My NDY.
I'm starting to in the dark. Thursday at 9 on Wish TV.
Return of medieval diseases. How rats are spreading disease humanity thought had been eradicated. Next, Inside Edition.
Tonight at 7 on Wish TV.
Chapman is the exclusive weather partner of Wish TV, the man for all seasons, Chapman. Wish TV, your local home for the Cubs and White Sox. Catch up with Brooke Martin, weeknights on News 8.
On the next Access, Eva's Mission Possible, the first-time parent on the first role she returned for, inspiring body-conscious moms everywhere.
I was still breastfeeding.
Then, Big Little Lies, bigger wedding news. Details on Zoe Kravitz's secret I-dos. Next Access.
Thursday after News 8 at 11 on Wish TV.
Did you threaten your neighbor's life?
I sure did.
So...
You're under arrest for murder.
iZombie. Tonight at 8 on Wish TV.
Summer.
All local, all morning. Wake up with Daybreak.
Working on your golf game this summer just got a lot easier thanks to Wish TV.
Join our exclusive Great Golf Club to get huge discounts at area courses. Go to the WishTV.com sports page to buy your Great Golf Club card.
See you on the course.
Summertime is basketball season on Wish TV. Catch the Fever as they battle the WNBA's best in their quest for another championship. Watch the Fever take on New York, Saturday at 7 on Wish TV. Catch Daybreak in your car. Listen weekday mornings on 93 WIBC.
Get advice from local experts with the top 8 things you need to know. Locally owned Traditions at North Willow recommends features and services to consider when choosing a senior living community. Log on to wishtop8.com. Find what you need to know when you need to know it.
At Chapman Heating and Cooling, our team have you ready for anything Mother Nature has in store. That's why we're proud to partner with Storm Track 8, Central Indiana's certified most accurate. 2 great teams helping you to be better prepared for whatever weather comes your way.
Wake up with Daybreak.
And imagine that, there's rain on the radar, Randy. Boom, right there. You can't see these scattered thunderstorms developing.
Come on, Randy. Rain dance, just like Andrew Luck. Oh, take the camera. There we go.
There you go.
Don't miss tomorrow.
There has been rain in the forecast every day this week, but Randy, you have relief in sight.
Yeah, finally here, Drew. It looks like some sunshine coming in on Friday, but will it continue into your weekend? The answer is in my forecast.
You also see how the forecast has farmers fighting for their livelihoods. Join us on Daybreak.
Summertime is basketball season on Wish TV. Catch the Fever as they battle the WNBA's best in their quest for another championship. Watch the Fever take on New York, Saturday at 7 on Wish TV.
Hey dads and kids, join my friend Frank Reich at the Indianapolis All-Pro Dad Experience on Saturday, June the 8th from 9 to noon. Learn fatherhood tips and participate in exciting activities at the Indiana Farm Bureau Center on the field where your Indianapolis Colts practice. It's only $15 per family, so register today. allprodad.com/events. Sponsored by the Indiana Department of Child Services, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and FedEx.
Friday, the Sox host the Tribe as Abreu and the Southsiders trade swings with Cleveland. White Sox, Indians.
Friday on MyIndy TV 23. When skies get dark and winds pick up.
Is it just a run-of-the-mill storm, or will it turn dangerous?
Trust Storm Track 8 to analyze every change, tracking minute by minute.
Severe storms now possible.
Right down to your street.
We're tracking just on the east side.
Accurate, reliable. Storm Track 8. The world's most popular game. Your hometown team. Watch the Indy 11 take on Pittsburgh, Saturday at 7 on MyIndy TV 23.
Alexa's the best roommate ever, but like with all new roomies, you gotta set some boundaries. Under Account Settings, select Skills, search Wish TV, then move us to the top of your flash briefing list. Now, just say, Alexa, what's new? It's that easy.
Whether you're a North Sider who bleeds blue or a South Sider who only wears black, we're going to bat for you. And from Wrigley to Guaranteed Rate, this is home plate for you to watch over 130 Cubs and White Sox games. Go to wishtv.com for game listings so you don't miss any of the action live. Wish TV and MyIndy TV, your local home for the Cubs and White Sox. The world's most popular game. Your hometown team. Watch the Indy 11 take on Pittsburgh, Saturday at 7 on MyIndy TV 23. News 8, your local news source, and 93 WIBC are teaming up to bring you more local news.
With News 8.
More local weather and traffic.
Some rain showers.
Working together, 93 WIBC and Wish TV's News 8.
New video gaming and virtual reality destination. Ultimate gaming experience in Greenwood.
Your deepest secrets. We found them on your old thumb drives.
That is really scary.
Next, Inside Edition.
Tonight at 7 on Wish TV.
Homegrown plants, gifts, landscape design, Frazee Gardens.
When skies get dark and winds pick up, trust Storm Track 8 to analyze every change, tracking minute by minute.
Severe storms now possible.
Right down to your street.
We're tracking just on the
Accurate,
east side.
reliable. Storm Track 8.
New
News 8, your local news source, and 93 WIBC are teaming up to bring you more local news.
With News 8.
More local weather and traffic.
Some rain showers.
Working together, 93 WIBC and Wish TV's News 8.
Get advice from local experts with the top 8 things you need to know. Receive practical tips and solutions for making your home its most comfortable from LCS Heating and Cooling. Log on to wishtop8.com. Find what you need to know when you need to know it.
You have choices in late news.
Good evening. We begin tonight with some breaking news.
News 8 gives you what you want from local news.
No matter what time you head to bed.
An accurate forecast, so there are no surprises in the morning.
This will move in right before the morning commute.
What's new since dinner?
These downtown businesses do have some.
Get updated whenever you finish your shows.
An hour and a half of late news, so you have a choice.
Local is what we do.
News 8 at 10 and 11, your local news source.
Shop the Launching Station, launching veteran-owned brands, Carmel and Noblesville.
Central Indiana loves its sports, and Sports Locker brings you all the action. We're wrapping up the week in sports with the biggest interviews, hottest highlights, and the news that sports fans want. Sports Locker, presented by Old National Bank.
We're going to New York City. We're talking to the stars and those behind the scenes for the new movie, The Secret Life of Pets 2. And also, we're going to find out Daisy's DNA on Pet Pals TV.
Sunday, Bryant and Molina go head-to-head in STL. It's Cubs and Cards. The rivalry is on.
Sunday on Wish TV.
Locals only. The gateway to great businesses is right in your own backyard. Support the spirit of the Circle City. Keep your money where your heart is. Locals only. Presented by Collective Alternative. Find out what's truly locals only.
The following is a commercial.
For the title, go.
Don't miss our world record show with the Cake Boss next Rachel.
Today at noon on Wish TV after News 8 midday.
Get updated before you head out. Wake up with Daybreak. If one person can make a difference, imagine what a team can do.
Speak up. We're listening.
I don't want this to happen to anyone else.
I want this law to be changed. I want to know where my money is going.
I want someone to fix this.
I need someone
to do all the legwork.
To knock on doors.
To question all the right people.
We're a force when we're together.
Change takes a team.
Are you with us?
Join the team. iTeam8. Wish TV, your local home for the Cubs and White Sox.
iZombie.
Tonight at 8 on Wish TV. Storm Track 8, certified most accurate in Central Indiana.
Storms once again are set to move into Central Indiana tonight. Plus, the closed Scotty's location in Muncie, the original store, getting new life.
That R stands for Realtor. We're not a real estate app. We know it takes more than clicks and keywords to find a home. It takes an expert you can trust. That's who we are.
Now at 5, persistent wet weather is leaving many Indiana farmers behind this season. We are live with more on what the area's experts say will be hit the hardest.
A new fundraising campaign to save a popular electronic sculpture, how the group behind the campaign plans to keep the beloved Mass Ave installation moving.
And a bill aimed at helping out Indiana foster parents is now marking 1 year in the books. We're taking a look at what's working and the problems facing the Department of Child Services.
News 8 at 5 starts now.
Now we're starting with weather again tonight. Another round of scattered showers is headed our way. You can see it creeping across here on the radar. A little green down here in the Indianapolis, Kokomo area.
Question now, of course.
Start your morning with us.
Let's jump right in with the first forecast. Randy Alice is tackling this hour for us.
I think the biggest threat, damaging winds, some large hail. There may be a couple tornadoes.
There's about 4,200 people still without power here in Madison County.
Come on, Randy. Rain dance, just like Andrew Luck.
Oh, take the camera, take the camera. There we go.
We should have Ann and the big mom behind us.
Doing this, going into.
Just go like this.
The elbows are glued to her torso.
This is
like
the second time I've done this on TV today.
Wish TV is all local, all morning.
News 8, Scott Sander. News 8. From Wish TV, your local news source. Here's the latest from News 8.
Good evening, I'm Jenny Dreisler with a check of your headlines. Today, families were able to enjoy the weather at the first ever Tarkington Park Fest to kick off summertime. People from all over the city were able to watch performances, play basketball, play in the water park, and tonight they'll top it off with a movie in the park. Indy Parks joins the Indianapolis Parks Foundation, Midtown Indy, and the MLK Center in a new partnership to bring more community programs to neighborhoods. And those pools, by the way, now open for the summer at Indy Parks. For those summer schedules, head to our website at wishtv.com.
Catch Daybreak in your car. Listen weekday mornings on 93 WIBC. If one person can make a difference, Imagine what a team can do.
Speak up. We're listening.
I don't want this to happen to anyone else.
I want this law to be changed. I want to know where my money is going.
I want someone to fix this.
I need someone
to do all the legwork.
To knock on doors.
To question all the right people.
We are a force when we're together.
Change takes a team.
Are you with us?
Join the team. iTeam8.
Wish TV and the CW want to inspire today's Supergirls to be tomorrow's super leaders. Girls Inc. of Greater Indianapolis empowers all girls to be strong, smart, and bold, preparing them for the future and their place in the world. Empower your Supergirl. Apply online for leadership programs with scholarship support from the CW.
Thank you, Supergirl.
Incorporated, proudly supported by the CW8 Supergirl Scholarship and CW Sunday nights on Wish TV. Our children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the education and informational needs of children in compliance with FCC guidelines. A copy of our children's programming report is on file for public inspection at the Wish TV My Indie TV Studios, 1915 North Meridian Street during regular business hours. Comments and questions regarding children's programming may be directed at any time to the Contact Us section at wishtv.com.
Spring weather in Indiana means sunshine. No, wait, clouds, storms, sunshine, again, sprinkles, bad weather, perfect weather, windy, cold, hot. Okay. Spring weather in Indiana is notorious for changing all the time. And for the most accurate weather, our Storm Track 8 weather team is on it 24/7 with updates on air, online, and on the go with the free mobile app. Tracking trouble and sunshine with pinpoint accuracy every time. Accurate, reliable. Wish TV Storm Track 8, sponsored by Peterman Brothers.
I'm Randy Allis. Faith and religion has been a very big part of my life for many years, as well as in the lives of others too. Join me for my Finding Faith series, as we're going to focus on faith in our community. See the heartwarming stories of individuals overcoming challenges through their faith, and how believers are applying their faith to inspire and help others.
Finding Faith with Randy Allis, every weekday morning at 10 during Lifestyle Live, only on Wish TV. All throughout June, Wish TV has been celebrating Pride Month. This Thursday, Wish TV recognizes the achievements of the LGBTQ community in Indiana with a special half-hour program. Don't miss the Celebrating Pride Month special, Thursday night at 6:30, only on Wish TV. Brought to you by Buick, Indiana Funeral Care, and C.H. Douglas & Gray Wealth Management.
Watch News 8's Daybreak on Wish TV, Indy's #1 choice every morning.
#1 for more local news. #1 for the most accurate weather. #1 for traffic updates.
#1 for telling your stories. Watch live or on demand
At wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app.
Watch News 8's Daybreak on Wish TV, Indy's #1 choice every morning.
One of the best ways to prevent cancer is to schedule regular screenings with your doctor. When to begin screenings will depend on a number of factors, including your family history of cancer and your overall health. Women should begin screening for breast cancer at age 40. Men who are in a high-risk category should also begin screening options for prostate cancer at age 40. Both men and women should start screening for colorectal cancer at age 45.
Health Spotlight is presented by Community Health Network. For more information or resources, go to wishtv.com/medical.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Mary Gillis, Wish TV's medical reporter. Join me every week as we put a spotlight on the latest news in health and medicine in the Hoosier State. See what medical experts recommend to improve your health and advances in healthcare being made in Indiana.
With mRNA technology, we can target 2 specific organisms.
News 8's Health Spotlight, only on Wish TV and wishtv.com/medical. Presented by Community Health Network.
I was pretty young when I wanted to become a meteorologist. and it took a couple of guys at Wish TV. One was the legendary Stan Wood. The other, his name is Randy Ollis. I said, I want to do what he does. It looked like he had so much fun. And just being able to watch it on television growing up, knowing a little bit more about how storms work and just a fascination with weather, the combination of both of those was just a great recipe for something that I have come to enjoy now for nearly 20 years.
What's great about Wish is that we're personality driven. You can get the information anywhere. You can go online and get it. You can watch any station you want and get the information. And we have a different way of giving it to you. We have fun on the desk. We are able to tell stories in a longer format. We have that openness. We have management who supports that. And maybe you're going to get a different perspective, too, that you might not see down the street. So that's something else that I think we do well here.
Hey everyone, George Mallet here. I wanted to take a moment to explain a little bit about this. This is a QR, or quick response code. Think of it like a barcode, but for your phone or tablet. To use a QR code, first open the camera app on your phone and scan the QR code on the TV. Go ahead, give it a shot. A prompt will appear with a link. Tap on this prompt and your browser will open. Try it on this one and see where it takes you.
Spring weather in Indiana means sunshine. No, wait, clouds, storms, sunshine, again, sprinkles, bad weather, perfect weather, windy, cold, hot, okay. Spring weather in Indiana is notorious for changing all the time. And for the most accurate weather, our Storm Track 8 weather team is on it 24/7 with updates on air, online, and on the go with the free mobile app. Tracking trouble and sunshine with pinpoint accuracy every time. Accurate, reliable. Wish TV's Storm Track 8, sponsored by Peterman Brothers.
We're talking weather, from historical events to what's coming up, to fun facts and conversations with weather experts around the country. Check out the Weather Weekly podcast with new episodes every Wednesday from Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Brothers.
Focus on family. Focus on community. Wish TV. Focus on you. Focus on family and the community. Wish TV.
You're watching.
Hola, I'm Wish TV's Latinx reporter Camila Fernandez. Join me every week as I showcase Latinos and Hispanic people of Indiana, bringing news and information important to the Latino and Hispanic community, and highlighting their cultural impacts and achievements in the Hoosier State.
So alive, there's so much energy, there's so much support.
Get the latest Latinx reports from me, Camila Fernandez, every week on Wish TV or online at wishtv.com/Latinx.
Focus on family and the community. Wish TV.
Wish TV's Storm Track 8 weather team is the best in Indy and all over the Hoosier State.
We're here to give it to you straight,
So you can plan, adjust, prepare,
And decide.
Always watching.
with our eye on the sky.
We're tracking trouble.
And alerting you when it's heading our way.
Stay connected at wishtv.com. And when you follow Wish TV's Storm Track 8 on Facebook.
And be sure to download the Storm Track 8 weather app.
Wish TV's Storm Track 8, Indy's best weather team.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Mary Gillis, Wish TV's medical reporter. Join me every week as we put a spotlight on the latest news in health and medicine in the Hoosier State. See what medical experts recommend to improve your health and advances in healthcare being made in Indiana.
With mRNA technology, we can target to specific organisms.
News 8's Health Spotlight, only on Wish TV and wishtv.com/medical. Presented by Community Health Network.
What I love about Phil is that he's lived so much life. I love his crazy stories. This dude is bananas. Like, let me tell you, he is a whole comedian. You hear him before you see him. Everybody knows it in the newsroom. But that's what people like about it, right?
This gal right here, I mean, she is not only very organized, which I really appreciate, but she has a heart of gold. And I'm not just saying that. So that's been fun.
Yes. I always tell people, you will get the same Alexis in the middle of the grocery store that you will get here in the studio, that you will get here running into me somewhere else, because people want to know that you are authentic. I think that authenticity is what Focus on the Family is all about. You know, we care about our family, right? And so we're going to tell them the truth. We're going to talk to them about things that matter to them. And we're going to be accountable for them. And I think that that's what we try to do here at News 8.
When storms move in, track and watch with the Wish TV Storm Track 8 weather app. Be prepared wherever you go. Get real-time weather alerts, live radar, and the latest updates. The Wish TV Storm Track 8 weather app. Download now free. The 2022 AC Golf Classic was a massive success. Wish TV Sports Director Anthony Calhoun has raised nearly $3 million for Teachers Treasure since 2013, and for the 5th year in a row has smashed the previous year's donation record by raising over $450,000 for Teachers Treasures, a local nonprofit dedicated to obtaining and distributing school supplies to Central Indiana teachers and students in need. Wish TV and Wish TV Sports Director Anthony Calhoun would like to extend a thank you to all the sponsors of the AC Golf Classic.
Watch News 8's Daybreak on Wish TV, Indy's #1 choice every morning.
#1 for more local news. #1 for the most accurate weather. #1 for traffic updates.
#1 for telling your stories. Watch live or on demand
At wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app.
Watch News 8's Daybreak on Wish TV, Indy's #1 choice every morning.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Mary Gillis, Wish TV's medical reporter. Join me every week as we put a spotlight on the latest news in health and medicine in the Hoosier State. See what medical experts recommend to improve your health and advances in healthcare being made in Indiana.
With mRNA technology, we can target 2 specific organisms.
News 8's Health Spotlight, only on Wish TV and wishtv.com/medical. Presented by Community Health Network. Wish TV's Storm Track 8 weather team is the best in Indy and all over the Hoosier State.
We're here to give it to you straight,
So you can plan, adjust, prepare,
And decide.
Always watching.
with our eye on the sky.
we're tracking trouble.
And alerting you when it's heading our way.
Stay connected at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV's Storm Track 8 on Facebook.
And be sure to download the Storm Track 8 weather app.
Wish TV's Storm Track 8, Indy's best weather team. Spring weather in Indiana means sunshine. No, wait, clouds, storms, sunshine, again, sprinkles, bad weather, perfect weather, windy, cold, hot. Okay. Spring weather in Indiana is notorious for changing all the time. And for the most accurate weather anytime, anywhere, download the Storm Track 8 weather app free. Plan your day or plan ahead. Get alerts when severe weather strikes. Watch and track trouble. Accurate, reliable, Wish TV Storm Track 8 and the free Storm Track 8 weather app. Download today free. Sponsored by Peterman Brothers.
Colts, Pacers, and everything in between. No show covers sports better than Sports Locker.
We wrap up the weekend sports with the hottest highlights and news headlines that sports fans want.
Plus, we sit down with some of the biggest names in Indiana sports.
So get your weekly sports recap with Sports Locker, presented by Old National Bank.
Want to see the hottest new talent? You'll see them on All Indiana. Celebrity guests? They're everywhere. Live experience of the biggest events? We've got you covered. The best food in Indy. All Indiana has it all. All Indiana, every weekday at 4 on Wish TV or online at allindiana.tv.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and Hoosier heroes saving four-legged friends. Join the conversation on Pet Pals TV. New episodes every Monday. The Positively Patty podcast from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Watch meteorologist Tara Hastings only on Wish TV. Watch Daybreak anchor Scott Sander weekday mornings on Wish TV. You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide. You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. Watch iTeammate reporter Richard Essex only on Wish TV. Watch Stephanie Mead weekdays on Wish TV. Watch News 8 anchor Phil Sanchez only on Wish TV. Watch Sports Aid reporter Olivia Ray only on Wish TV. Watch medical reporter Dr. Mary Gillis only on Wish TV.
Get your news on the go, anytime, anywhere with the Wish TV mobile app. Download now for free.
Wish TV.
Get your news on the go, anytime, anywhere with the Wish TV mobile app. Download now for free.
Well, a new...
Follow the storms with the Storm Track 8 weather app. Download now free.
Breaking news happens fast, and when you're on the go, the Wish TV mobile app lets you watch anywhere on demand. Get alerts, watch live, connect for even more. All with the Wish TV mobile app. Download now, free. Watch Daybreak, Fridays for the All Indiana Podcast Network featured podcast of the week. You just might find your new favorite podcast. 8:45 on Wish TV. Watch News 8 anchor Phil Sanchez only on Wish TV.
We value local just as much as you do. You know, we're the only locally owned TV station here in all of Indianapolis, which is a huge part of what we do, and really goes back to our initiative, which is focus on the community and the family. We are, again, a part of the community, you know, and I love to be a part of the team that's bringing the news to these folks, to our neighbors, to our residents, to our family members. I take pride in that. I take pride in being a part of this community.
Don't miss. I'm Patty Spittler, and we're celebrating the 70th anniversary of Wish TV. I've been here since 1982. I think my favorite interview and my favorite folks were when I was talking to the folks that I worked with. Ray Rice, David Barris, and for almost 20 years, I co-anchored the new news with Eric Halverson. Great people, still good friends from Wish TV.
Be a part of our Wish Story. Scan the QR code and share your favorite Wish TV memories with us.
I'm Storm Track 8 Chief Meteor Ashley Brown. Watch me weekdays on Wish TV or wishtv.com.
We're talking about local issues that affect local people locally. Anybody can talk about stuff going on nationally, but the local stuff, that's the stuff that really affects you. All of that affects you every single day. Not only that, but even if you do get to the national or even global level stuff, there is usually a local impact to that. And that's where we go in and say, all right, this is how this is going to actually affect you here at the ground level.
My grandparents lived here, and I spent a lot of time with them, and just really vivid memories of sitting on the family room floor and watching Mike Ahern and the news as a kid. Just Wish TV was it. That was the only thing we watched. I grew up with it, so I feel like it's family, and you guys make us feel like family too.
Be a part of our Wish Story. Scan the QR code and share your favorite Wish TV memories with us. 70 years. Local then, now, and always.
In the I have my sister around here, so that is my family, and we're looking out for our neighbors down the street, wherever it be around the Indianapolis area. And when we're talking about severe weather, we actually care. We're focusing on those areas that potentially could be impacted, and we live here ourselves, so we understand the impacts. And so focusing on family and the community, we quite literally live in the community, so we care more about it.
You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network.
Wish TV is a staple. It's where you turn when you need to get unbiased information and know what's happening in your community. And I mean, reputation well-deserved, 70 years. I mean, what an incredible organization, and so we're glad to be a partner.
Be a part of our Wish Story. Scan the QR code and share your favorite Wish TV memories with us. 70 years. Local then, now, and always. Wish TV.
736 million people struggle to meet their basic needs. An estimated 40 million people have fallen victim to human trafficking. 51 million kids go hungry every day. And every day, United Way and our partners, including Kellogg, Wells Fargo, and UPS, fight for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community.
I think what motivates me when I cover local teams is that I realize they're teams in our community. So that makes it a little bit more extra special when we get to cover them because they're right in our backyard. So you get to see these people, whether it's these professional athletes, these high school kids, anywhere in between, and you realize that they all call Central Indiana or just Indiana in general home. So when we get to cover them, it just makes it that much more unique.
You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. You're watching Wish TV. We are local.
I can always count on you guys for local news. I probably watch more of your weather, probably more than anything. So that's kind of that's my favorite part to watch. I'm an old dad, right? So to speak, is it going to rain? Especially in the painting business, right? We need to know if it's going to rain tomorrow or the next day.
Be a part of our Wish Story. Scan the QR code and share your favorite Wish TV memories with us. 70 years. Local then, now, and always. Wish TV.
Service.
Local sports is so important for our community. The stories that we can tell, showing people that sports is more than just something you bet on. No, sports is so much more than X's and O's. It's the relationships, it's mental health, it's building a community, giving people family or something to cheer for. That's what sports are. It creates family where there might not be family, and those are the kind of stories that I love telling.
You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network.
By the time I found out that she was up for adoption, she was dead set on, no, I need to just be realistic about my life and what my future holds.
That's when she came to me and she said, would you be interested in us adopting you? I didn't think that I would have a family again. I didn't think that I would go to college. I didn't think that I would have love. And with that, I just feel like my world is just so much brighter.
Wish.
You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network. You're watching Wish TV, Indiana's only statewide TV news network.
Savings.
The following is a paid commercial program. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and are not those of Circle City Broadcasting 1, LLC, this station, their affiliates, or employees.